Vanakkam, Namaskara. By my greeting, you must have guessed I'm going to make a South Indian dish for you today, and you're absolutely right. So, what I'm making today is an Iyengar style sambar. Archavitta sambar is what it's called. I grew up in Chennai. I learned this recipe from my neighbor grandmom. I used to call her Pati, which is the Tamil word for grandmom. So Pati taught me this, and her sambar was the best in the world. Trust me, guys. So you have to try this at home, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so let's get started. The first step for a good sambar is you need good quality tur dal. So I've soaked some tur dal. It's about 1 cup of tur dal or sambar dal, and I'm going to pressure cook that with some water, of course. Without that, we can't pressure cook. So let's add some water. You just add enough water. This is 1 cup of tur dal, so I'm going to add about 1 to 1.5 cups of water, not more. Just cover the surface of the dal. That should be enough. You want a nice thick consistency. So you see how much water I put in there. I think that's good enough, and we'll get this pressure cooking for about 3 whistles should do it. In the meantime, we'll get started on the rest of the stuff. For the rest of the stuff, which is the main part of the sambar, and in this some people add turmeric, they add salt while they're boiling or pressure cooking the dal, but I don't do that. I just cook it by itself, just plain dal and water, and the salt and everything else will go in my tadka or the rest of the ingredients, right? So we'll get started with that. My pan is getting hot. In that, I'm going to add today some gingerly oil. I love the flavor of gingerly oil, but that's entirely your choice. You can add any oil you want. Canola oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, sesame oil. Any of those oils will work for you. And in that, I'm going to add first some mustard seeds. Now you can add a whole red chili if you want. I don't, because I add that in my sambar powder, which is the absolute key and important ingredient for this recipe. So we add the mustard seeds, a little bit of also fenugreek or methi seeds, and we're going to let this splutter. In the meantime, let me show you what all I'm going to put in my sambar. So this, if you get a closer look, it says Varun Sambar Masala. Now the reason it says that is because I freshly grind my sambar masala. I love doing that, and the flavor of the sambar is so much better when you freshly grind it. And when you freshly grind it with some coconut and other key ingredients in there, it's called Archavitta sambar. Now this recipe, the sambar powder recipe, is already on our YouTube channel, so do look that up, and please make that fresh if you have the time. That's the best way to go. And it's also, I'm going to put the link in the description below, so you'll see that there. It'll be easier to find for you. So in the meantime, my mustard seeds have started popping just a little bit. Try to have it popping too much, so that's good. And to that, I'm going to add some Indian shallots, which is sambar vengayam is what we call it in Tamil. And I like a lot of them. You can put just about 10 of them to be enough, but this is quite a bit, and that's the reason for that is because that's how I like it. So give that a quick stir. And today I'm going to add, now the beauty of sambar, right, is around the southern states of India, they make it so differently everywhere. It's completely customizable. Make it the way you like it. And this recipe, what I like, my favorite ingredient for sambar is drumstick. You can make it with brinjal or eggplant. You can make it with radish, mooli. So it doesn't matter what you like in there. This is what I like. So in goes my drumstick. I have quite a few in here. You can add as many as you want. And for me, drumsticks have such great nutritional value that the more the better. So I'm going to add that also in there. And my onions are nice and browning, so I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric powder to that. About half a teaspoon, no more than that, should be plenty. And give that again a quick stir. We don't really add any other spices to this because the sambar powder has all the essential spices. Now in goes this jaggery. So jaggery kind of balance off the spiciness of the sambar. So that's important. About 1 teaspoon is what I use. If you don't like jaggery, you can completely ignore it, no problem at all. And the one ingredient you cannot ignore, however, is peringayam or asafoetida. It's called hing in Hindi, and usually use about half a teaspoon. And this is the Lucknowi hing, so it's very powerful. That's plenty. So we'll drop that in there. And I'm also going to add some tomatoes. This is about 2 tomatoes that are chopped. Now my Indian shallots are fried, so I'm going to add some water to this so that this can start cooking well. The tomatoes didn't really have to dissolve completely in the sambar, so that's plenty. You just want to toss it for a few minutes. A little of water in there, and we're going to let this boil. Now that we have enough water, we'll add our super special ingredient, the homemade sambar masala. Now here what I do is I usually add about 2 teaspoons. You can add less or more depending on your taste. This is about 1 cup of tur dal, like I mentioned. For that 2 teaspoons I think is good. It'll give the right flavor. This already smells so beautiful. It smells just like sambar already. All it needs obviously is the dal and of course a few other ingredients. Now the other thing that goes in there is some puli in Tamil, or imli, tamarind. And I have soaked this tamarind in hot water for about 15 minutes, so it becomes nice and pulpy. So if you don't want to get any of the tamarind seeds in there, the one thing you can do is use a strainer like I have here and strain it through. That way you're very sure you get none of the seeds. You see seeds in here, as you can see, the seeds, the pulp. We just want the juice to add some nice tanginess to the sambar. Okay, I think my muringakai or my drumsticks are cooked in there. It's nice and boiling. It's been boiling for 15 minutes. In the meantime, I have my dal over here, tur dal, which I'm using. So this tool, if you don't have it, it's an essential for every Indian household. Mandira, masher, call it what you want. But I think you should have one. And nothing like hand mashing it. Now you can take this dal and put in a blender and get a fine paste out of it too. That's fine. But I prefer doing it by hand because you get a little bit of the dal in there, which I like the texture. It just depends on what you like, right? So this is done. Back to this. So what we have not added in here yet is salt. Make sure you add enough salt because we have a dal without salt there. So I'm going to add in this about maybe 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but you can adjust it according to your taste. Now the other thing that adds a lot of flavor, a lot of people miss this is coriander stems. It's just the stem. I'll add coriander leaves later. So I'm going to add coriander stems also in there, which adds an immense flavor. Now some people add curry leaves, karapillai, to sambar, but comment down below, let me know if you do that. I don't do that because I don't think sambar has curry leaves in it, but some people certainly do, right? So now we're going to take this and we'll add this mixture to our sambar. And once this dal is added, we have to let this cook together so it nicely blends for about another 10 minutes. And when that's done, we'll come back, get to the next step and finish the dish off. Okay, my very last step, and I remember I added the coriander stems earlier. Now I'm adding the leaves. There's quite a bit, so you add as much as you want. Can't go wrong with it. It adds a lot of flavor, of course. And then the last thing, this party downstairs, right? She taught me is add some fresh coconut on top. It gives the sambar a completely amazing flavor, which can't be beat. So just some fresh. Turn off your stove, give it one last stir, and like they say in Kannada, ashte. The sambar is done. Avladha. Archivita sambar ready, and enjoy it with hot ghee rice or idlis or dosa or whatever you like. Hope you enjoy this recipe, and I'll see you next time.